Okay, right now I'm here with
Everett Luxembourg.
from Carleton. So how do you think your BRIT experience has been so far?
It's been amazing. The atmosphere is great, and the people around here are amazing. It's awesome.
Okay, that's good to hear. And what strategies do you think your team used to help you guys win?
We had a slow start. We were down. Defensively, we're closing out. Shooters were getting threes. They went on a run. It was fine. But in the end, our offense, just moving the ball around, getting open players, cutting, it worked out.
Yeah, good responses. Thank you, and congrats on the win. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, coaches and players, and anyone joining us here today, good evening and welcome to the Kelly Bowers Gymnasium. Our next match is the bronze medal game featuring the Maples Collegiate Marauders and the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs. Both teams have fought hard to make it this far, and now we'll see who can take bronze. Let's introduce the starting lineups for each team. For the Marauders, we have coming in at guard 5'9", number 3, TJ Magbalangan. Coming in at guard 6'3", number 4, Veer Brar. Coming in at forward at 6'5", number 5, Andre Yamborko. At forward, 6'5", number 8, BRIT Lupal. And finally, at guard, 5'11", number 17, Scotland Laura Jose. The head coach of the Marauders is Scott Kirkpatrick. And now, let's meet the lineup for the Bulldogs from Calgary. Coming in at guard, 6'1", number 1, Solomon Loomis. Coming in at guard and post, 6'3", number 5, John Chamble. Coming in at guard, 6'1", number 6, Ashton Leung. Coming in at guard, 6'4", number 8, Colton Siebold. And finally for the Bulldogs, at post at 6'6", number 10, Kai German. The coaches for the Bulldogs are Mark Baum and Jeff Loomis. We're in for an amazing game today, as the officials of the match are Connor Enyon and Jenna Harder. Are you ready, everyone? Let's play BRIT basketball for bronze.
Time for BRIT basketball indeed. Very happy you could join us for our third place game tonight, as you may have heard. It is the Maples Marauders out of Winnipeg taking on the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs out of Calgary. Good evening, everybody, from a steamy Kelly Bowers Gymnasium at Bedford Road Collegiate in Saskatoon. My name is Simon Hyatt. Alongside Davis Humbert, we're going to be your commentators tonight for this third place game, as well as a championship game coming up later on tonight between McGrath and Dakota. We'll set that stage for you, but right out of the gate, big basket to get things started for Maples. That was Andre Yamborko scoring. This is Churchill in the white uniforms heading screen right. Unable to hit on that one. So an early 2-0 lead. This is Scotland, Laura Jose, controlling. Quick take here for TJ Mablanangan. That one no good. So score remains 2-0, just underway in this one. Davis, great to have you back with us for another year.
It is great to be back. Always the best place in Saskatoon to be on this Saturday night watching BRIT basketball.
Absolutely. First points of the night will drop from the hands of Ashton Leung for the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs out of Calgary. First foul of the game going to be called against Calgary.
Foul called on the Bulldogs, number 10, Kai German. The first of the game.
Kai German picks up his first, team's first. About a minute into this third place final. Winner will take bronze. Working it around on the perimeter. That one won't drop for the Marauders. Young heads in the other direction with it for Calgary. Chamble rolled his ankle a little bit in the semifinal this afternoon, but able to come back and had a really nice game, did Chamble. Few early misses on both sides here in the early going. Veer Brar, though, makes no mistake. He buries one from outside to give Maples a 3-point lead.
Yeah, looking like two very solid fundamental teams here, especially we have these tall posts and are going to be having some pretty good inside presence here from number 10 on Churchill and number 8 on Maples. Looks like we have a man-to-man defense on Maples. Maybe a zone coming in for Churchill right now.
And checking in for the Bulldogs, number 11, Ignacio Martinez.
Churchill ball out of bounds as Ignacio Martinez checks in for his first shift of the evening for Calgary. We'll give and go here. Siebold kicks it back to the corner, putting it up as Andrew Leung. Ashton Leung buries it. That'll knot things up at 5. A little bit of an awkward possession there, bringing it back down the floor for Veer Brar. So back over to Churchill.
You know, these early games too, or these small short quarter games.
Yeah.
It's nice to apply a little bit of pressure early, see if you can get out a little bit of the lead. These games go by quick, in the blink of an eye, you can get to a 10-point lead. It's obviously very nice to have that early.
Yeah, a reminder here at BRIT, the quarter's 8 minutes long, so you're right, they fly by. It's I'm going to look up in a couple minutes here and it's the second quarter. All right. Mangan works it around on the outside. Veer Brar now. Couple of steps to his left. He looks down low. Pritpal Upal draws the foul as he makes his way to the basket.
Foul called on the
Shooting a
Bulldogs.
couple.
Number 8, Colton Siebold.
Chris Sunday is going to check into the
Checking
game
for
for
Bulldogs,
Calgary.
number
He'll
2,
replace
Chris
Colton
Osunde.
Siebold. Paul gives
And
the Marauders a
makes
2-point
both
lead.
shots.
5:39 to go. First quarter, 5:35, pardon me. Nines look like 5 sometimes, especially when you have old man eyes like me. Martinez controls. He feeds German. German kicks it back outside for Osunde. Fall away shot for Leung.
Number
Nice touch.
6,
Leung, he's had a
Ashton
really
Leung
nice
taking
tournament.
it back.
Yeah, I'm loving this early Churchill offense. Lots of cutting from the offside, 45-degree angle cuts. They're looking to attack.
And good defense as well. Young unable to finish it. Ball out of bounds back over to the Marauders. Laura Jose. Little jumper here for Yamborko. That one no good. Still all knotted up at 7. Under 5 to go here. First quarter in this third place final.
It's going to be interesting to see if Maples is going to be able to hit some shots early. Obviously, a little bit of this zone coming through here. Churchill is long. You can see in the middle right now, they can have a lot of length, taking away passing angles. You never know. If Maples can hit some early threes here, they might be able to pull it off. Maybe they want them to go back to that man-to-man defense.
Little bit of size on the Marauders side of things. Guy we haven't seen yet, Hargan Tagger, their tallest guy at 6'7". That shot comes up short for Yamborko. Second chance from up top, Laura Jose. That one won't go. Third chance now for the Marauders. Can Brar hit? He can't. Finally, Churchill able to come away with the defensive rebound. Head in the other direction. Slow scoring start to this one. Still all tied up at 7. Just about halfway through this first quarter. Up high, directing traffic. This is Chris Sunday. He'll pick up the dribble, gets it up high, open look for Young from the top of the key. That one rims out. And Borko head in the other direction with it. Calgary looking for mass substitutions at the next whistle. Pass denied. Keeping it alive is Brar. He'll pick up the loose ball. Had a chance at a three-point play. The rim spits it out, but he will head to the free throw line.
Foul called on the Bulldogs. Number 10, Kai German. This is his second.
I think for
Coming in
Maples
for the
right now,
Bulldogs,
too,
number 4,
it's a lot of
Kevin
passing around the
Dillon.
perimeter.
Number 5,
If you can get that ball to
John
the inside,
Chambliss.
even look to go
And
through
number
here.
8,
If you get it
Colton
inside the key,
Siebold.
I think you have a really good chance of getting scored and getting fouled too. They're just passing a little bit too much on the perimeter for my liking right now.
So Veer Brar to the free throw line. Gives Maples an early 1-point lead. You heard the mass substitutions.
And
from our
Veer
public
Brar
address
takes 2.
announcer. Young controls. Osunde finds a cutting teammate in Chamble. Young will get up into the air. Pardon me, that's not Young. That's Dillon. His shot well off the mark. Kevin or Dillon plays his first shift of the evening. Open take on the other end for Brar.
Number
Buries
4,
it.
Veer Brar takes 3 points.
Churchill looks to go on the run in the other direction, though.
And
Good fast
number 8
break
takes it
action.
back.
Colton Siebold with the
Siebold
answer.
for 2.
Good transition basketball from Calgary, and now a steal for Calgary. Dillon fakes the pass, then makes the pass. Leung goes up with a good defense, though, by the Marauders. They've got numbers in the other direction. Good defense, though, by Calgary to disrupt it, preventing the basket. Now Churchill will push in the other direction. Dylan in some trouble, able to get it into the hands of a Sunday down to the ground. He keeps it alive. Siebold helps him out. That one off the mark for Shamble, well off the mark.
It's a little bit junky right now.
Little scrambly.
Yeah, a little scrambly right now, trying to find their pace going through here. A little bit of turnovers, a little bit of some balls hitting the rim, but I think right now too, like there's a lot of people. This might be the most amount of people they've played in this year or even in their lives too. It's tough not to get caught up in the moment with how many people are around.
Yeah, and the thing about BRIT, I kind of like to think, the old saying, it's not a marathon, it's a sprint, or it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Somehow this tournament is both a sprint and a marathon.
Absolutely.
Because it wears you down, and especially if you end up in this third-place game, you played a ton of basketball.
Siebold for free.
Siebold buries the three-pointer. It's a lot of basketball in a very short amount of time, and certainly you understand if these young men are pretty exhausted at this point in the weekend. Especially those teams who have traveled to Saskatoon to take part in the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. Another nice touch from outside. Back. He buries another three-pointer.
Obviously being the third place game, these guys, they want to be playing in the 9 o'clock game. But if you walked in the gym right now and seeing all these fans, you'd have no idea this is actually for the third place game, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, the interesting
Chris
thing, I don't know the last time we've had a Saturday night without a Saskatoon team playing. It's been a long time. This gym is packed, and it's not just like people coming and checking out basketball. There's certainly a fair bit of that as Upal draws the foul and has a chance at a three-point play. But both of these teams really brought a lot of fans with them. I was actually sitting with some Calgary fans this afternoon. They were into it. Both teams obviously travel well. Great to see.
Yes. And even the Dakota men's team we're going to see later on, they brought their women's team. They actually had an exhibition game against Eden Bowman senior girls team that we got to see. It's always nice to have that extra support when you're going on the road. Extra nice when it's not -40 this weekend.
That's another thing. If you're tuning in from
coming in for the Marauders, number 1,
it is unseasonably warm for mid-January, and apparently going to get warmer into positive temperatures, and we'll see if that has any effect, because we've certainly seen condensation on the floor here in the Kelly Bowers Gymnasium be a factor in past years. We'll see if that plays a role tonight as well. Martinez controls. The shot of Izuna Ezike Dennis gets denied. Now Maples with the 4-point lead trying to add to it. That one won't go. Loose ball scooped up by John Chamble. Back comes Calgary's Churchill. Drawing the foul at mid-court, Solomon Loomis.
Foul called on the Marauders, number 15, Marco Arnuco. That is his first. And checking in for the Marauders, number 2, Zachary Fast.
Yeah, Brard doing a lot of good things early on, hitting a couple threes, defending really well. Interesting to see how deep into their bench Maples is going to go. With the 8-minute quarters, games go by fast, 32 minutes instead of the 40. I've seen teams come to Britain only bring 8, 9 guys and not going too far into their bench.
Nice touch by Solomon Loomis. Dribbling into traffic on the other end. Lucky to keep it alive as Marco Arnuco almost turned it over. Second chance here. Yamborko gets the friendly roll. Back up to a 4-point lead. Under 30 seconds to go. First quarter from Bedford Road. Siebold. Ball go out of bounds. Back over to the Marauders.
Coming in for the Bulldogs, number 13, Yolom Pisi.
Chamble will check out of the game for Calgary. And for his first shift, number 13, Leolo Mpisi. Ball will stay with Maples. Marauders out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Number 4 team in the varsity quadruple A power rankings in Winnipeg. 3-0 currently in league play are the Marauders. A couple of Winnipeg teams playing on Saturday night at BRIT. We'll see one in the championship final. Unable to add to that
After
4-point
an
lead are the Marauders.
exciting
but they
first
do lead
quarter,
it 20
the
to
Maples
16, and
Collegiate
really,
Marauders
for what
lead
felt
against
like
the
a
Sir
pretty
Winston
slow start
Churchill
to this
Bulldogs,
one, Davis.
20 points
Not
to
bad.
16.
I mean, 36 points in 8 minutes.
No.
That
Right?
kind of added up a little bit.
Yeah, you look at the score, like 20 points on pace to getting 80 in 32-minute game, right? Like that is a lot of scoring. Right now, I think when you have Churchill running the 2-3 defense, the zone is going to obviously give up some shots. But right now, if I'm Maples, I'm trying to get the ball inside. They're getting a lot of good looks at the rim. Obviously, Brar hitting a couple of threes. You don't want to rely on that all night. But I like what Churchill is doing, even pushing the ball up the floor. They look like to see if they have a little bit more athleticism. I'd like to see them use that a little more coming through here.
Absolutely. Simon, hi,
Let's
Davis
give
Humbert with
one
you on
big
the
thank
call
you to the
tonight.
generous
Thank
sponsors
you
that
for
have
tuning
made
in
BRIT
wherever you
56,
happen to be watching
especially
from,
this
whether you're
bronze
watching
medal
on
game possible.
Rogers
They
TV
include
or on the
Dark Horse
interwebs.
Creations,
Thank you for tuning in
Culligan
for some
Water,
outstanding
The
BRIT
Cave
basketball.
Restaurant,
We certainly
Ralto Radio,
appreciate it.
and Saskatoon Media Group. They include 98 Cool FM, CJWW 600, and 92.9 Bull Radio. Thank you for making BRIT 56 possible.
Game 1 of a doubleheader tonight. Mentioned that championship final be coming your way about 9 o'clock Saskatoon time. Tournament was running just a shade behind today, but I think they've done a pretty good job of catching up, and that's frequently the case at BRIT and at really any tournament. Things can happen, but tournament running pretty smoothly from a chronological standpoint this year. Probably just after 9, that championship final between the McGrath Zeniths out of McGrath, Alberta, and the Dakota Lancers. That other Winnipeg team that I mentioned is here at the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. Solomon Loomis turnaround shot. That one bounces, won't drop. Got a whistle underneath. Looks like we might have a foul against Calgary.
Foul called on the Bulldogs, number 13, Yolo Mpisi. This is
we
his
talked
first.
about not having 2 Saskatoon teams here, and I think like having 2 Manitoba teams is obviously really nice to see what they have out in Manitoba basketball. When I think Manitoba basketball, I think the Garden City Gophers.
Yeah,
I remember coming to
absolutely.
BRIT so many times and seeing Garden City coming out here, but obviously Maples and Dakota having very strong programs this year.
And you know, it's interesting. You know, you're right. Every year it seems like there's Manitoba representation, there's Winnipeg representation. No Manitoba team has won BRIT since 1989, Davis. Did you realize that?
I had no idea.
I saw that in a good note in the Star Phoenix.
Number 4,
And a nice touch for Veer Brar.
for free.
Now, last time a Manitoba team won was Windsor Park in 1989. That was when I was in high school. That'll tell you how long ago that was.
Maybe it's time for a new Manitoba team to win tonight.
Certainly a chance, although that McGrath team out of southern Alberta, they are interesting. And we'll certainly talk a lot about
Foul
both
called
those
on the
squads as
Bulldogs,
night goes
number
along.
11, Ignacio Martinez. That is his first.
Substitution for Calgary. John Chamble in, Ignacio Martinez out. So back in for the Marauders. TJ Mambalangan. He'll take over ball handling duties. Buzzer will be waved off. Play had already started. Brar. Out on him is Loomis. Just a little bit too much on the pass. That goes off the hand of Andre Mborko. So back over to Churchill, down 7. Just about a minute played here in the second quarter in this third place final.
Now, if I'm guessing the coach's hand gestures correctly, he's saying see both sides, reverse the ball. That first side you pass it to, that's not going to be the side you get into your post. You got to go right, you got to go left, you got to get at least 2 passes, a little bit of a high-low there. Obviously, if Churchill's going to stay in that 2-3 zone all night, you're going to have to make them work. You're going to have to tire them out somehow.
Leung gets his shot blocked from behind by Veer Brar. Out of bounds, will stay with Churchill. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Churchill down 7. Davis mentioned earlier, you don't want to get too far behind in these BRIT games because these games fly by in a hurry. Connor Siebold controls. He draws the triple team, and that leads to a turnover. Brar pushes in the other direction. Upall unable to finish it. Chamble able to come away from it. He'll look to run. He's won a dunk contest last month. Unable
John
to finish
Chamble
this
making
one
a
with a
run for
dunk,
it.
but does have a chance at a 3-point play.
I love seeing Churchill get out and run, right? The 2-3 zone can maybe slow things down for you too much. You get that rebound. I like him getting out into space and just
The basket
running.
counts for John Chamble. Foul called on the Marauders, number 8, Pritpal Uppal. That is his first.
And a John Chamble being 6'3", almost looks like he has a wingspan of 6'8".
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mentioned he won I think it was a Saint FX dunk contest last month that he actually won. So obviously he's got some hops. More good defense from Churchill as they've pulled themselves within 5. Another steal on the run, Loomis. He looks towards the corner. This is Siebold. His three-pointer a little long. He gets his own rebound and puts up the long 2 to pull his his Bulldogs within 3 as we hit the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter.
Seen back-to-back possessions. Churchill getting out, running in lanes in transition. I'm going to guess that's exactly what they want to do going forward here.
Look from the corner, comes up well short. Campbell will pick it up. This is Leung. He looks to take it all the way through, finds the angle and draws the foul. Now a chance to tie this game up at 23 if
Foul
he can
called
hit.
on the Marauders, number 8, Pritpal Uppal. That is his second.
Early on, Maples'
Timeout
half-court
called by the
defense,
Maples
super
Collegiate
solid. When they're
Marauders.
sets and they're not moving all over the place, the transition offense right now is getting them all out of sorts. It's tiring them out a little bit. If I'm Churchill in this timeout right now, I'm saying get that ball, get it out wide, and run right now. You do not want to go against this Maples defense in a set half-court look right now.
Told you a little bit about Winnipeg's season out there in Winnipeg. This Calgary Churchill Bulldogs team 5-1 in league play currently, 3rd place in the Prairie League. Their path here in BRIT. They beat my alma mater, Walton Murray, 64-44 in the opening game of the tournament for them. Now, they were one of the 4 teams that got the first round bye, if you will. They didn't have to play a Thursday game, so their first game was on Friday. So if you're one of those teams and you win on Friday, you're guaranteed to get a Saturday night game, be it the 3rd place or the championship final. Ashley Young is the player of the game in that one. They advanced to the semifinal against Dakota out of Winnipeg, lost 63-55 in that one, which is how they landed here this evening. Coming out of the timeout, remind you, Leung heading to the free throw line. He's off to a hot start in this one. He's really had a great tournament overall. Got a chance to tie this one up if he can complete the 3-point play. And able to do so.
And Ashton Leung takes the point.
Brar looks ahead for Uppal. Back to Brar out high. Loomis out on him, goes cross court, 3-point look. A little bit short on that one. So back comes Churchill. Chance to get the lead for the first time in quite some time for Calgary. Young looks to attack, passes off. Nice
Number
pass and strong
30,
finish.
Leung
Mpisi.
Mpisi.
2-point Churchill lead, just over 5 to go first half of action from Bedford Road Collegiate. Brar up into the air, last second pass,
Number
nice
5,
ball movement and a strong
Andre
finish on a
Yamborko.
tough angle for Andre Yamborko. Young pushing again, looks to take it all the way. Good defense. Brar might have gotten a hand on that shot or just disrupted it enough. He comes away with the ball. Now a chance to get the Marauders back the advantage. They do
Andre
wide
Yamborko
open underneath.
coming
They
back
lost
for
track
seconds.
of Andre Yamborko, and he has the easy lay-in.
You know, Brar is a defender too, being 6'3". It's a little bit unassuming right now. It looks more like a point guard. He gets his hands up and he can really get some
absolutely.
length on shots.
Loomis, tough look at it. That well defended. His shot off the mark. Marauders will run. Yamborko. Brar fakes the pass, puts up the shot. That one rims out. Good job underneath to clean it up. Unable to get the points though, however, was a Zachary Fast. So back comes Churchill, down 2, halfway home. Offensive foul.
Just extending a little bit too far there with the hips, not having your
Foul
feet
called
set.
on the Bulldogs, number 13, Yolo Mpisi.
Might be one of
That
the easier
is his
calls
second.
our referee crew has all tonight, yeah.
Refs like that, I understand. Just make it easy on us. Make everything really obvious and blatant. If you're going to foul, you foul. So back over to the Maples Marauders. out of Winnipeg. Open look, unable to finish it, Yamborko. Now looking to go on the run is Dillon. He'll draw contact, head to the free throw line. Looks like we'll have a foul against TJ Mabarandgan.
Foul called on the Marauders. Number 3, TJ Mabalangan. That is his first.
So Kevin Dillon, 5'10" player. Senior for this Churchill squad. Had valuable minutes off the bench this afternoon for them, and looks to be occupying a similar role this evening. Unable to tie the game back up. Brar comes away after the miss. Yamborko can't get it to drop. Loose ball. Brar comes away with it. He'll put it up. Tough shot there. Well defended by Churchill. Loose ball. Churchill comes away with it. This is Leung. He looks down the floor, finds Dillon. Calgary with numbers. Good ball movement. Chamble there to finish it off.
Number 5, John Chamble.
Yeah, huge advantage in the transition there. You need to score those, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Mabalangan. Up all turnaround shot. Nice
Number
touch.
1,
Baseline.
Sertab Gill.
Back to a 1-point Winnipeg Maples lead. German, he's had a nice tournament, really strong player. He kicks it outside. Bit of a quiet start to this game for German, number 10. 6'6", grade 11 player. Had a great semifinal in the loss.
Well, whatever we said in the early first quarter about lots of scoring, haven't gotten it in the second quarter here.
Maybe this is just the pattern. Each quarter's going to start off a little slow, heat up late.
Yep.
Coming in for the Marauders, number 9, Hargun Tager. As well as a timeout called
Substitutions
by the
on
Sir
both
Winston
sides.
Churchill Bulldogs.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. Once again, our thanks to everybody here at Bedford Road Collegiate. 56th installment of the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. How many of those do you think you've attended in one way or another? Now, am I remembering correctly from last year, you didn't actually get to play in it?
It was, not last year, but 2 years ago I was coaching it.
You were coaching it, okay.
But man, ever since I walked in here with my dad when I was 4 or 5 years old, I remember watching all the great Holy Cross teams and all of the, the Handsworth teams that have come through here, right? Like, I feel like when I come through here, I feel like a little kid again. It's so many great memories, but I never would have it any other way. Looking up at Kelly Bowers Gymnasium, right, and always seeing him rocking around and owning the floor, right? It's
and even if you didn't see him, you heard him.
That and his laughing, or he'll give you a nice punch on the shoulder.
Oh yeah,
it's such a special place. We get to always have this tournament. It's like no other, right? It's so special.
Yeah, I've gotten to call. I don't know. I was trying to do the math, and I'm not exactly sure. I think I've now called about 20 of them during my broadcasting career, and it's so much fun. But yeah, I came here I went to Walter Murray, as I mentioned, and when I was in high school, Walter Murray was really, really good at basketball, as they are again now, and so they didn't let me anywhere near playing on that team, but I cheered a lot at BRIT for the Walter Murray Marauders.
Yeah, Walter Murray obviously not having Zach Hawley this year, but having 2 other Hawleys that are doing a really good job. They're not getting to the third or the final place games today, but still going and competing very well. Coached incredibly well by Scott Hawley. Yeah, they're still a force to be reckoned with in Saskatoon basketball.
Yeah, I was texting with Scott a little bit, a guy I've known because he also went to Walter Murray. He was a star player in his own right. And he said, yeah, we're bringing a different team this year. Don't know exactly what's going to happen. And they ended up losing in the consolation final to PA Carleton. But a lot of talent, not just on that team, but in that Hawley bloodline, although don't tell Scott I said that. Ball out of bounds. Calgary down 1 with the ball. Under 2 minutes to go first half. Sunday gets it into the hands of Dillon. Time getting short as the buzzer sounds. Dillon able to get the front of the rim, but nothing else on the shot. So still a 1-point Winnipeg lead. Brar looked to run the floor. He ended up with a pretty good look at it, just couldn't finish. So Loomis will push in the other direction for Churchill.
Churchill doing a lot of ball screens right now. It's good. It's just clogging a little bit. I'd like to see maybe spreading it out a little bit more. I like their cutting more than their on-ball screens at the moment.
Good play here.
And Brar, grade 10. It's not easy walking in this gym as a grade 10 coming through the senior basketball team, and given the defensive effort also, offensive, he's a good piece to have for the next couple of years.
Laura Jose on the drive. His shot gets blocked. Attacking against that size. Kai German at
Foul
6'6".
called on the Marauders. Number 5, Andre Yamborko. That is his first.
1:03 to go. Second quarter of action in this third place game. It's been a good one. Tight throughout, if not super high scoring. Saw a lot of blowouts in the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament this year, so really happy to see close game here in this third place final. Brar runs the floor all the way, gets the lay-in. The lead is 3 for Maples.
See if Churchill can do it again here. They're doing a bit of a double curl on the offside right now. Well, they'll pass it and try to get 2 guys coming over top. A little bit more of an ISO one-on-one right now. But I do like the double curl as they get good looks on the second guy coming through.
Now a chance to add to that lead. Shot from the corner. That one won't drop for Scotland. Laura Jose. So back comes Churchill. This is Chamble. He'll take it all the way through. Wanted the big dunk. Couldn't get it. Certainly not for a lack of height. He got up there.
Looked like his head was almost at the top of the
Yeah.
backboard. And I know referees are pretty quick to call the technical foul when you're hanging on the rim, but you know what? Sometimes it's a safety thing.
And I think it might have been there. He was
Foul
kind of
called
swinging,
on the
and
Marauders.
there was guys
Number
underneath.
4, Veer Brar. That is his second.
Calgary's head coach Mark Baum getting an explanation from the official.
I'm not sure if he's wondering if it should have been intentional or if he's wondering if it's once he gets up into the air. Brar's second foul.
Coming in for the Bulldogs, number 6, Ashton Leon.
Sent John Chamble to
Correction
the
on the
free throw
foul.
line.
It's not number 4. It is number 3, TJ Mabalangan.
Okay.
That is his second.
So probably it's not going to be Brar's second then. It's going to be his first. I believe if I heard that correctly, they just took that foul away from number 4.
I believe you're correct, yeah. Chamble pulls the Bulldogs within 2. 13.1 seconds to go. Almost at halftime. Young unable to get it to go, but now he'll head to the free throw line. Well, Churchill doing a good job creating scoring opportunities
Foul called
from
on
the charity
Marauders.
stripe.
Number 9, Hargoon Tager. That is his first.
10.5 remaining in first half. Always outstanding entertainment at the half here at the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. This capacity crowd be entertained from the opening tip till the final whistle tonight. This is Loomis from up top. That one just off the mark. Marauders come down with it, looking down the floor. Not a bad look at it from three-quarters court for Scotland, Laura Jose.
Half of the game, the Maples Collegiate Marauders have a tight lead against the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs, 31 points to 30.
1 point advantage for the Winnipeg Maple Marauders over Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs out of Calgary in this third place final. Game 1 of a doubleheader tonight. Invite you to stay with us. So much great basketball and so much more coming your way. Please stay with us. We'll be back with all the second half action in just a little bit.
All right, fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for an electrifying performance from Rise Dance Company's leading competitive hip-hop. Make some noise for the Doghouse! And earlier today, fans, we have a BMO blue debit card. BMO blue debit card at the scores table. If you have lost your blue BMO debit card, please come to the scores table.
Just about ready to get things going here in the second half of action in this third place final. The Kelly Bowers Gymnasium at Bedford Road Collegiate, 56th installment of the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. Simon Hyatt, Davis Humbert with you. Second half just about ready to get underway. Maples out of Winnipeg with a 1-point lead out of Calgary's Churchill Bulldogs. Maples will start off the third quarter with the ball as well as that 1-point advantage. Rubberland controls out of the chute. Bounce pass up ahead. Yamborko, good job to keep it alive, but gets his shot blocked on his way up. Will go out of bounds. Might have actually gone off the head of Yamborko. So we'll go back over to Churchill. Just underway in the third quarter. Reminder, game 2 of our doubleheader coming your way just after 9 o'clock, likely Saskatoon time. Young picks up the dribble, back up high for Solomon Loomis. Loomis gets the friendly roll.
Number 1, Sully Loomis.
1-point Churchill lead. Back and forth affair it has been throughout. No huge leads on either side in this one. Working around on the perimeter. Guerrero put it up. That one won't go. So Loomis will push in the other direction after giving his Bulldogs a 1-point lead. It's now a 3-point lead. It's
number 10,
Kai there to finish it off.
Yeah, coach is going to be super happy after having those 2 easy scores to start it off. I'm loving the movement of Maples right now. Getting the ball outside, inside. Find open passing lanes just like that one. That's a tough pass to make.
Really tough. And, you know, we saw this afternoon, Laura Jose is a guy can hit from that corner. That one well off the mark, however. So remains a 3-point lead for Churchill. Looks like the foul came before that shot, so that will be waved off. But a couple of free throws incoming.
Foul charge, number 8, Britt Ball, loop ball. His third timeout called by Maples.
That's a quick timeout.
It is.
A minute 25 into this right now. You wonder, like the trust you have in your team, obviously, having that 2 timeouts left now, if anything was to go on, if they get on a run earlier or later on in this second part of the third quarter here, especially in the fourth quarter, if it's tight like this, you're going to want all the timeouts you can get. You almost have handcuffed yourself a little bit now until the fourth quarter, just keeping yourself at 2 timeouts. But then again, maybe he has all the trust in his team that he just needs to talk one more time, and then he doesn't need it till late in the fourth, too.
This is a Winnipeg team, the Maples Marauders, that can pile up the points. 3-0 in league play. 5 days ago, they scored 125 against Lord Selkirk.
Oh, no.
And then on Thursday afternoon, they handled the Martin Monarchs out of Regina 77-49 to open up their Bedford Road experience.
120 points doesn't happen by accident.
125, thank you very much. Don't shortchange them, Davis. That's
a lot of
something in
threes.
high school basketball. Do they play 19-minute quarters there in Manitoba?
Oh, my goodness.
That must have been something to see. Played probably the game of the tournament against Holy Cross last night.
It's a great game.
A little bit about it off air. Holy Cross fell behind early in that one, fell behind big, came storming back as they are prone to do, and then the game ended up ending in somewhat controversial fashion with a very late unsportsmanlike foul that may have turned the
Colton
tide
Siebel,
against
2 for
Holy
2.
Cross.
It's not I'm not used to seeing Holy Cross lose 2 games in a BRIT or 2 consecutive games as well, right? You're used to seeing the dark Holy Cross green playing on late on the Saturday night.
Number 8,
They've been here a lot. I believe this is their 50th BRIT out of 56 Holy Cross has played.
What happened in those 6 years?
Yeah, come on, pull up your socks, green and white. Lead up to 5 now for Churchill. There goes a
backcourt violation
against the Bulldogs. 5 feels like it's just about the biggest lead we've seen in this third place game. Long inbounds pass. Nabalangan. Now this is Yamborko. Couple of bounces, it won't drop. Looks like we've got a foul underneath. Will stay with Churchill.
Just a little bit of a holding too long in that box out. Obviously letting yourself take yourself out of the play there when you're going up to the rebound. You have to take your hands out of there. It's just a little bit selfish when you're going through and just let a guy get a rebound, turn around, play defense.
Langan bounces off for Yamborko. Yamborko carves his way through. Can't find the basket, but will draw the contact.
Foul charge to number 10, Kai German, his third. 2 shots for Andre Yamborko. Checking in full for Sir Winston Churchill, number 13, Yo-Yo Mpezi.
Andre Yamborko, 6'5", grade 12, from Winnipeg to the free throw line. So Marauders find themselves down 5, would do well to take advantage of these free throw situations. Instead goes 0 for 2, battle for the loose ball. Shamble had it momentarily, battle, and we're going to get a whistle.
Foul charge to number 13, Yo-Yo Mpezi, his third.
So Marauders keep on giving, Churchill keeps on giving the Marauders possessions, but last few minutes, Marauders haven't been able to turn those into points. Up high, this is Scotland, Laura Jose. Now back to Nabalangan. Open shot underneath, and man, those are the ones you think about at night.
Wants that one back.
Trying to fall asleep.
They're getting good passing lanes going through. Churchill is very aggressive, especially up top and on the 45. So you can get that back door in the low dunker spot. You just got to finish those ones.
Issue at the scorer's table, an inadvertent buzzer on the shot clock, so the officials stop play, put 20 seconds on the clock.
Don't normally get any of those. This is one of the best, if not the best, score tables we have in Saskatchewan.
And that's high praise. You see them all. You're a high school basketball coach.
Yep. No, and I know they take extreme pride in having the BRIT ready shirts, and this is a big deal. I know for Nate, I coached him in track a couple years ago for Bedford Road. He's the head person of that table. He does a really good job. And having Jordy Houghton on the mic,
the legend,
can't do any better than that.
Drawing the double team, Nabalangan able to get it ahead to Prar. He'll put up the running floater, comes up well short on that attempt. Upal able to keep it alive. Nabalangan up high, working around on the outside, now looking to attack. Yamborko goes up high. He'll draw contact.
Foul charge to number 4, Kevnor Dillon. His first, that puts Churchill over the foul limit. 2 shots for Andre Yamborko.
Yamborko doing a great job there, getting in the corner. Obviously, he can shoot the 3 if he wants to shoot the 3, but having that rip one dribble, almost looks like he was going to put that one down too. It's 6'5". He can take one dribble and get in there easy.
3 straight free throw misses for him, however. Still a 5-point deficit for the Marauders. They've been spending a lot of time on this end of the floor here in the last few minutes.
Right.
My neck's starting to get sore looking in this direction. We hit the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter play in this third place final. Now Calgary gets it on to their side of the half-court line. Leung driving, and he'll draw the foul. Well, if you like free throws, this is the game for you.
Yeah, if we were not going to be a little bit late on our 9 o'clock start, we probably are now.
His first. 2 shots for number 4, Kevnor Dillon.
Kevnor Dillon to the free throw line for Calgary. Lead back up to 5 as he hits the front end.
I haven't heard a lot of Winston Churchill in a while, but I remember 2013, I believe it was 2013, they were the BRIT champions, and coming and watching them and having a really strong team. It's good to see them back. And obviously having Calgary, Edmonton, very strong teams like St. FX last year. It's good to see what it's like right now and not having the Harry Ainleys or the St. FXs this year, but Churchill being one of the strong names in Alberta.
Now, this is actually Churchill's 11th time at the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. Obviously, a lot of schools all over the country absolutely love making the trip to Saskatoon in January. Because of this outstanding tournament and the great job the school and the organizers do at putting this tournament on. Steal here for Prar. He dishes for Yamborko. A little hesitation there, lets his man go by. Nice touch. Lead down to 4. Churchill also won it all in 1978. Looking for bronze here tonight.
Incredible defense by Maples right now. Pressure without fouling.
Loomis's shot comes out a little bit flat. So back come the Marauders. Nice little move by Prar. He can't get it. Upall can't get it. Upall able to put back his own miss, however.
Upall with a great rebound there. Good follow.
2-point game. Quick shot from the top of the key for Leung. That one won't drop. So now a chance for the Marauders to tie or take the lead.
Churchill's just not getting what they want out of their offense right now.
No.
Great reversal and ball movement.
Prar, he'll look to drive. Kind of heaves it up at the basket with Shamble in his face. First one he let go, I thought he was looking to pass it. Comes back over to Calgary. Loomis, this is Shamble. He'll spot up from the top of the key. A little bit long on that attempt.
Seen a lot of shots outside of our black key right now. I think if you're Churchill, you found a lot of success in the first half, getting the ball and running transition right now. They're almost just being hesitant off the rebound, and then Maples is doing a great job of getting back and just stopping their first look too.
Prar's
checking in for Maples,
comes
number
up
2,
short.
Zachary Fast, and number 15, Marco Anuko. Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 2, Crystal Sunde, and number 11, Ignacio Martinez.
As you heard from Jordy Houghton. Two-point game. Churchill has led pretty much the entire third quarter, but down to a slim margin now. Sunday loses the handle. Leung will put it up from distance. That one no good. Upal, good job to extend out and grab that one. Back come the Marauders. And Borco. Now from outside, Zachary Fast's three-pointer. Just short. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Contact outside the key and a foul called against Marco Anuko.
Marco Anuko, his second.
Right now the wells are on a little dry for Churchill. See what you can do to get that double curl look, maybe just getting a couple more cutters right now. They're just not doing a great job of tiring out Maples on defense either. It's lots of perimeter shots right now. See if you can get more cutting.
Kai German back into the game for the Churchill Bulldogs. Young on the drive. He ends up falling out of bounds, drawing the contact. And will head to the free throw line.
Foul charge number 5, Andre Yamborko, his second. Ashton Lung shooting 2.
So Ashton Lung, 6'1", grade 11 player.
I always think about when I'm watching basketball and that little score bug on the bottom comes up, how many minutes it's been since the team has scored.
Yeah.
I'd love to know right now. It feels like it's almost been
Ashton
2, 3,
Leon,
4 minutes
2 for
since they've
2.
scored. But they're holding the lead.
Yeah,
which
they
is
are,
strange.
absolutely. Yeah, neither team really running smoothly on the offensive side of things right now. I feel like if one of these teams could get one of their outside shooters to heat up, that could really make a difference here in the final 10 minutes or so of this game.
Foul charge number 5, Andre Yamborko, his third.
Yeah,
That puts Maples
bonus
over
2
the
shots
foul
now.
limit. 2
I think
shots.
Maples is doing
for
all the
Kai
right things
German.
right now on offense. They're swinging the ball, seeing both sides.
Checking
The ball's
in
touching
for
multiple
Maples,
hands.
number
They're just
1,
not getting their outside
Sukop
shots to
Gill.
fall. And they're also just not really getting the layups to go through. They're almost just chucking it up and looking for the second chance rebound.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way. Kai German to the free throw line. Tallest member of this Churchill Bulldogs squad at 6'6", grade 11 player. Tallest by a fair bit. Got a couple of guys at 6'3". Loose ball ends up going out of bounds. So back to the Marauders. Quick
Checking
break
in for
Veer
Maples,
Brar.
number 4, Veer Brar.
Four-point Calgary advantage. Winnipeg with the ball. Now the Langan all the way through. Can't quite finish it. And again, I've said that a lot tonight. Ball out of bounds, back over to the Marauders. Yeah, it doesn't feel like either team is suffering from a lack of looks.
Nope.
They're getting good looks, taking good shots by and large.
Checking in for Sir Winston Churchill,
Neither of them's able
number
to hit.
1, Sully Loomis.
It's realistically just the execution right now is just not really getting there. I think it's going to more of a man-to-man by Churchill now, though, switching things up a little bit.
Nice drive here
Number
by
4,
Brar.
Veer Brar.
Seen a lot of that this weekend from him. Makes it a 2-point game. Back up to a 4-point
Number 10,
lead as
Kai
Kai German
German.
cleans it up. Under a minute to go in the third quarter here in the third place game. Will it be Winnipeg? Will it be Calgary taking home the bronze? Now the Langan looking down low. That pass gets through. Yamborko turnaround. Kind of ended up underneath the basket, but draws the foul.
Yeah, a bit of a risky pass. Just
Foul
tossing it
charge,
in there
number
against a
10,
6'6"
Kai
guy.
German.
But I mean, when
His
Jan
fourth.
Barko's going to be 6'5",
Checking in for Sir Winston
pretty even
Churchill,
playing
number
field.
8, Colton Siebold. And number 5, John Chambo. Andre Yamborko shooting 2.
So Barco back to the free throw line, which hasn't really been a super friendly spot for him here in this third quarter. Drains the first one with ease, however, here. Make it a 3-point game once again. Took over 42 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And Borco, well,
Andre
shut up,
Yamborko,
nails them
2
both,
for 2.
nothing
Yep.
but net.
Opposite of the announcers, Jinx.
Yeah, exactly. So down to a 2-point game. As we mentioned, it has been very close throughout between these two squads. Up high, this is a Sunday. Loses the handle, coming away with the Yamborko. He'll look to run the floor, takes it all the way, draws contact. Back to the free throw line for Andre Yamborko.
Foul charge, number 5, John Chambill. His 4th.
4 quick fouls on John Chambill, so we'll see how that plays out in the final 8 minutes and 19 seconds of this one.
Well, flipping the script a little bit now, Maples is taking the ball in transition, getting some fouls. A lot of times, a defensive transition, if you don't stop it early, it's either going to be a bucket or it's going to be a foul, right?
And Borko can tie with this one, and he does. Now he's found
Correction,
that
John
shooter's
Chambill
touch.
has 2. He has 3.
All knotted up at 44, 15 seconds away from the 4th quarter in this 3rd place final, and very nearly another steal. It is a steal. So Marauders ball out of bounds, 11.6 to go here in the 3rd quarter. They could take a lead into the 4th after trailing for the entire period of play. Prar controls down to 5 seconds on the clock. Prar, now the Langan, 4-3 at the buzzer.
That's exactly what we talked about, right? If you could just get that one to drop, it's huge.
Game. The Maples Marauders from Winnipeg lead the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs from Calgary, 47-44.
Early prediction, I like Maples to win this game. Their defense is holding up a little bit better. They're not picking up as many fouls, especially in the half-court defense. Their rotation of the ball on offense, and if Brar can, it's Brar and Yambarko right now that can keep things going right now. Either it's Brar getting downhill or Yambarko getting the all of his cleanup ones. If you can have guys help out and hit threes from the outside, it cleans up everything for other players to get open as well. So my early pick right now, I know it's a 3-point game. I like Maples to pull this one out. What about you?
You know, it's weird because it does feel to me like Maples has played a better game. But I think if you were to divvy up the amount of time that a team has led for, I would imagine that Calgary has actually led for much more of this game.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if the reason I'm feeling that way is because it seems like Calgary's star players, and they have star players, they've kind of been held somewhat in check in this game.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it was a very strong start by Young, but now you slow it down a little bit and taking away some shots. When you're shooting from the outside so much and they're not falling, you get a little bit tighter. Defensively, you pick up fouls. Things can go downhill. It felt like the score was stuck at 40-38 for Churchill for so long.
And a reminder, Chambill now with 4 fouls for Calgary as we get underway here in the 4th quarter. He's not out on the floor for the Bulldogs. We'll see when he comes back in. Next foul for him will be his last of the game and the tournament. Young. Loomis now on the perimeter.
Yep.
That's like a legal screen against number 13,
Illegal screen,
Riola
charge
Impisi.
number 13, Yo-Yo Impisi, his 4th.
And now 4 on Riola Impisi. That's not necessarily as big of a deal for Calgary. He's definitely more of a bench player. Pass a little bit off the mark there for Prar. Good job to read that by Mabalangan. Keep it alive, and it leads to points. Nice touch underneath. Borko. Now a 5-point Maples lead and a chance to add to it. Another steal, slowing things down at the last second. Marco Anurko gives Marauders a chance to run their offense. Pass underneath intended for Gill. He'll get a jump ball. Possession arrow favoring the Marauders.
Right now, if I'm Maples, I want the ball to go to Yambarko or Brar's hands every single play. If you can get the ball down low to Yambarko, something good's going to happen.
Up high, this is now the Langan.
Going back to a 2-3.
Yambarko. Arnuko. Yamborko shot from distance, no good. There to clean it up, though, Beer Brar.
Tough part about that zone is you can have these contested shots, but rebounding, you don't know who to go for. That can obviously give up a lot of rebounds for Churchill right now.
Good drive, Connor Siebold. Keeping it alive. Maples for 3, that one no good. Or pardon me, Loomis for 3. the offensive rebound as well. Ends up stepping out of bounds though. So back over, momentum as much as it has existed in this game right now on the side of the Marauders. And with that, looks like we're going to get a Calgary timeout.
Timeout called by the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs.
I'm thinking Churchill right now, if coach is drawing up something on this play, it's to get some open looks for some guys that just not our three-point shots, not our deep contested shots. It's going to be something near the rim, right? Like you need to start having Maples pick up fouls, slow down the pace of the game. And you know, when you get to the foul line, it's 2 shots for your team, but it's also giving you a chance to catch your breath, bring your guys together, and say, okay, how are we going to stop them on defense now?
Reminder, game 2 of our doubleheader coming your way probably 20 minutes, half an hour or so from now. Scheduled for 9 o'clock Saskatoon time, which would be about 15 minutes. And the teams competing in that one will be the Dakota Lancers, another Winnipeg squad, taking on the McGrath Zeniths out of McGrath, Alberta. And they're an interesting story for sure. They've been very impressive in this tournament. Won the consolation trophy last year for getting bounced in their first game by Holy Cross. And man, they have been impressive this year. If you love the movie Hoosiers, they might remind you a little bit of that Hickory squad. You know, coming in all the other teams playing on Saturday night. They're from the big cities. Yep. Calgary and Winnipeg. And McGrath has, I believe, a population of 2,500 down there in southern Alberta, just south of Lethbridge, just north of the U.S. border. And they have been absolutely outstanding.
Wonder if they brought up the tape measure on Thursday.
Good one. Hickory! But still plenty to be decided in this one. Right now, Marauders doing everything right. Their lead up to 7. They force another turnover and draw another foul.
Foul charge to number 4, Kevnor Dillon. His second.
Perhaps your prediction's correct. See if the Marauders are able to pull away here late.
Well, Maple's not doing anything crazy special on offense.
You're right.
A swing and an inside look for Yamborko is not going to fall, but it's defensively. They're limiting a strong team like Churchill to 44 points.
Held ball possession arrow goes to Sir Winston Churchill.
Another jump ball. Back over to the Bulldogs. 5:56 to go in this third place final. Simon Hyatt, Davis Humbert with you on the call. Thank you as well to our outstanding crew. Everybody at Rogers TV locally, the whole gang running the show on the internet for us this evening and throughout this tournament. Young shot, a little bit off the mark. Might have been a little contact. I think it came after the shot. Prar spins his way through. Nice look at it.
Number 4, Veer Prar.
You know, this tournament weighs on you, right? It's a hot gym. You've played games already today, too. Churchill looks a little tired defensively, and they're not going to be able to stop them as easy as they would on a Thursday or even a Friday game right now.
Nice pass here for a cutting Colton Siebold following his three-point miss, unable to finish it. Yamborko for 3, that one well off the mark. Rebounded by Gill, turnaround shot, that one no good.
You see the running they had in the first half. Off a rebound right now, it's more jogging.
Sure.
First half, sprinting, running. That's the things you give up. It feels like, especially in the second half, it comes in waves, but right
really
now
does.
it's you're getting a higher percentage probably from the free throw line sometimes.
Loomis the last to touch it. Ball will stay with
Checking in
the
for
Marauders.
Maples, number 8, Pritpal Lupal. And in for Sir Winston Churchill, number 5, John Chanbill.
You know, you get to see a lot of gyms in Saskatoon. These rims are firm.
Not a lot of forgiveness there.
No, you go to Walter Murray, that hits the rim and it's going to fall. It's always interesting seeing a couple different rims in Saskatoon. But yeah, these ones are not as forgiving rims as you've seen around the other places in the city.
Raj shot no good. Back comes Calgary down 7. Chamble back into the game for the Bulldogs with those 4 fouls. That's him shooting from the far corner. And off the mark. At this point in the game with under 4 minutes to go, guessing Coach Mark Baum pretty much just said, just go out there and play. Try not to foul, but also play your game.
Well, it's just, the game's not out of reach.
Nope.
You hit a 3-pointer, it's a 4-point game, right? Right now, the 7-point lead feels like 20 because Churchill can't put the ball in the hoop right now. And it's not to discredit at all for Maples. They are playing very strong defense.
Absolutely.
And they're tiring them out right now, too.
No surprise, we need a little bit of a mop-up action underneath the basket.
Bring that up here. Forehead is just leaking.
Can we get a squeegee for Davis's forehead, please? Yeah, it's toasty in here, folks. And that's one of the real hallmarks of BRIT. Even on those minus 40 days, Loomis gets in there and
No ball will stay with Maples.
ties up Dalawal. Pardon me, call. Ball will stay with Maples. Mabalangan. A little bit of a screen from Gill. Mabalangan, as the buzzer about to sound, puts it up. Got the rim, nothing else, and then a foul afterwards against
Foul charge
Maples.
to number 8, Pritpal Lupal, his 4th.
It's going to be a little bit of a shove in the back there just to get an extra advantage. You know, I guess fitting in this Maples defense here, I think about our special guest, Dan Dewar, coaching me growing up a ton too. They do an amazing job of angling the offense to the baseline, right to the sideline here. But I know Coach Dan Dewar, he'd be pretty excited and pretty impressed with this Maples defense right now, playing intense without fouling.
This is Brar, ends up a little bit awkwardly making his way through the key as he drew contact. Can't get it to drop. Certainly no fault to him there, and he will
Foul
head to the
charge
free
number
throw line.
5, John Chambill, his 3rd. Checking in for Maples, number 5, Andre Yamborko. 2 shots for Veer Brar.
Brar to the free throw line now. These Marauders lead by 7, now 8.
I think with Churchill, you normally have a guy on the team that can lace it from anywhere. I haven't seen that this game where it's a guy you're chasing around screens, going everywhere, a guy that's knocking down 5-6 shots a game. The guy where nothing else is working, drop a play for him, hit a 3. Just haven't seen that in this BRIT third place game right now. From either team really from the 3-point line, but having a guy that can hit a 3 when it really matters, huge for a game like this.
The lead now 9. Does Churchill have a late push in them? Or will it be Maples claiming bronze? Another turnover. Now they'll look to run the floor. Yamborko with the dunk and one. Oh, you speculated that he could get up there a little bit earlier in the game, and I think you're correct.
You know what? I was hoping that I would be correct there. And why lay it up when you can put it down?
Timeout called by Sir Winston Churchill.
First double-digit lead of the game for either side. Lead 11 for Maples over Calgary. And that is a huge amount of points with 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Now, we do know Churchill can score.
Yes.
We've talked about that. They've got guys who can shoot. We just haven't seen a ton of evidence of it tonight in this game.
No, I think it was around the 30-point mark at halftime, scoring 16 points. They've been heavily outscored in the second half here. And you know, watching this game, you're thinking, okay, it's going back and forth, lots of fouls. You haven't had that exclamation point like Yamborko just gave you, right? The crowd's been sitting down at there. First time I've really seen all game where some people are standing up, getting into it. If you're looking for an exclamation point or a bit of a, you know what, start the bus, that might have been it.
Calgary did score 64 in that opening game against Walter Murray and scored 63 against Dakota from Winnipeg, those are decent totals in 8-minute quarters, but right now being held to 46 points with just over 2.5 to go in this one.
I want to guess that would probably be a season low for them.
Yeah, I would imagine. And it's interesting, you know, I was talking with Eric Fay about this earlier today, about you know, how the different provinces structure their seasons. You know,
Three-point
Alberta
play.
starts their season really early.
Yes.
Winnipeg, I believe, hasn't actually started their regular season. They've been playing games, but they're not actually league games yet. It's interesting. And also there's about 7 different basketball leagues, apparently, at the varsity level in Winnipeg.
Well, much like Saskatoon, this past week, our senior boys and girls just started their regular season games too. Obviously before Christmas having our seeding games. So if you look at some of the standings right now for our senior boys and girls basketball, it'd be 1-0 or 0-1.
Sure. Churchill down 12. Loomis will pick it up. This is Leung up high. These guys can both hit from outside. It'll be Leung looking to attack. He'll draw contact and head to the free throw line. 2:14 to go in this one.
Foul charge to number 1, Sir Hob Gill. His first. Ashton Leung shooting 2.
Don't have free throw misses at this point. Hope to get back into it. Young, again, an outstanding tournament for Churchill Bulldogs. Hits the second, making an 11-point game. Now they need some stops, and they need to find that scoring touch that they've shown. Good defense. Oh, maybe just a little bit too aggressive on the defense for the Young. He's called
Foul
for the
charge
foul.
to number 6, Ashton Leung. His first 2 shots for Pritpal Upal.
And Churchill applying a little more of a pressure of the 2-2-1. The only thing is Maple is breaking it with ease.
Yeah, absolutely.
This Maple team is poised. They take care of the ball. And instead of turning the ball over, they cause a lot of turnovers. I'm trying to think of myself right now. How many turnovers am I caused tonight? It's probably in the 20s somewhere.
Upal hits the first one. Second one rattles home as well.
Pritpal
Lead now
Upal, 2 for 2.
13. So now desperation time for the Churchill Bulldogs. Which is, by the way, just a great name for a high school. Churchill Bulldogs?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Another miss, though, for them underneath. Crowd getting what they want. They had been chanting for Azuno Ezike Dennis to get in the game for Calgary, and he pops up off the bench. Clearly become a crowd favorite.
Foul number 5, Andre Amborco, his 4th.
That'll bring the crowd to their feet.
Checking in number 7, Izuna Ezike Dennis.
5'8", grade 12 player has clearly had an impact this weekend.
That is funny. Think you're going to drop something for our number 7 here?
Got to, I think. Instead, it's going to be a chance at a three-point play.
Campbell, and 1.
Chandel will head to the
Foul
free throw line.
charge
Nice take.
to number 1, Sir Cobb Gill.
Maybe the Marauders were
His
just
second.
keying on our guy who just checked into the game,
Checking
thinking
in
that they're
for
drawing
the
something up.
Bulldogs, number 9, Gershane Watt.
Now perhaps seeing the writing on the wall is Coach Mark Baum. A little bit deeper into the bench.
You wonder, though, if you could bring this to 10. Oh, okay, well, you still get turnovers. It's not done, but at the pace they've been scoring, coach might see and say, yep, let's get some guys to run here.
Give them a chance to play. These teams pretty much go right back into playing in their regular season games after this. Contact there at midcourt. I was wondering if we'd get a foul, and we do. Just a little bit delayed. And that will likely be the end of the game for John Chamble.
Foul charge to number 5, John Chambill. His 4th. 2
That's
shots
his
for
fourth.
Pritpal Upal.
I thought they had said he'd gotten his 4th earlier in the game.
I definitely remember that, too.
So must have corrected something on the score sheet. So play on for Mr. Chamble. Wow, with some great energy late. Digging it.
Should have brought number 7 in earlier.
Absolutely.
Pritpal Upal, 2 for 2.
Recall makes it a 13-point game. Young controls. This is ZK Dennis. Crowd are loving it. Young up into the air, tries to go off the glass, can't get it to go. I don't know if I've heard this much noise in this gym since the days of Robert Sacre.
I'm confused. I'm a little confused.
I do feel like there's something we may have missed. But
for Ashton Leung.
if this is just the random launch of the Azuna Ezike Dennis fan club, I'm here for it. Leung hits the front end to make it a 12-point game, 1:10 to go. Looking like it will be the Maples Marauders out of Winnipeg claiming bronze at BRIT 56. So possible teams from Winnipeg will win 2 medals
Checking
tonight.
in
Well,
for
definitely
Churchill
will.
number 13, Yo-Yo and Peasy.
Just a question of if it's a bronze and a silver
Number
or a
11,
bronze and a
Ignacio
gold.
Martinez. And number 3, Ethan Sy.
You give credit to this Maple teams too. They are poised. Like they've not shown any cracks in the armor. They've been very solid.
Yeah. 1 minute to go in this one. Marauders just going to work some time off the clock before they claim their hardware. Veer Brard buries the three-pointer. Quick take on the other end. That one won't go. Brar, you could see him kind of directing with his hand. Just, we're going to slow things down, guys. Let's take a little bit of time. Nabalangan goes to his left. Spinning his way through, putting up the running take. That one no good for Yamborko. Shot won't drop for Mr. Popular. Azuna Ezike Dennis. Oh, second chance won't go either. Heartbreak in the Kelly Bowers Gymnasium. And now the Marauders can just dribble out the final 6 seconds in this one, as it is the Maple Marauders out of Winnipeg, coached by Scott Kirkpatrick, claiming bronze at BRIT 56.
The Maples Marauders defeat the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs. 65-51 the final. Let's have a big hand for both these teams on a great game.
You know, it really was. I mean, people
Following handshakes,
might look at the score
line up on
and
their
say,
volleyball
really
attack
wasn't a
lines
great game,
for
Jordy, and
special
it was an
presentations.
entertaining
Both
game.
teams
It
line up on
certainly,
your volleyball attack
both teams
lines.
struggled with their scoring.
Yeah.
But, you know, remember that third quarter, Calgary led that entire quarter until the very final buzzer when they hit the big three-pointer, did Winnipeg. And then after that, I mean, it almost seemed like that gave them the momentum going into the fourth, and they just ran away with it here in the final quarter.
Absolutely. Thinking about this game here, Maples
Please
won this
line up
game
on your
by
volleyball
also
attack
scoring down by
lines.
14, but it was defense, right? You hold a good team from Alberta and Churchill to
Both teams,
51
please
points.
line up for
That is how
special
you win games.
presentations.
So time to hand out some hardware. We'll let our good friend Jordy Houghton take you home with that, but we do want to remind you, championship game coming your way, likely in about 10 minutes time or so. And that championship game will be between the McGrath Zeniths out of McGrath, Alberta, and the Dakota Lancers from Winnipeg. This crowd can't get enough.
All right, fans, at this time we'd like to acknowledge these two outstanding basketball programs for their outstanding finish. In BRIT 2026, could the captains from the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs please come forward to accept their plaque? And the player of the game for the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs is number 7, Azuna Ezike Dennis.
Even the Marauders are into this.
The player of the game for the Maples Marauders was number 3, TJ Mambalangan.
Well, lost in the fever pitch. Yeah, just an outstanding game for TJ Mambalangan.
And at this time, could the captains for the Maples Marauders please come forward to accept their BRIT third place trophy.
So congratulations once again to the Maples
And there is a third
Marauders out of
place trophy
Winnipeg.
if you would like to accept it for the Maples Marauders.
Claiming the bronze and that third place trophy at BRIT 56.
Captains, please come forward to accept the third place trophy.
On a great tournament for the Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs out of Calgary. Another strong tournament for them.
Congratulations to the Maples Marauders from Winnipeg, this year's third place team at BRIT 2026. And congratulations again to Sir Winston Churchill Bulldogs, fourth place at the tournament. We wish both teams the best of luck in their seasons. Coming up next is the championship final between the McGrath Zeniths and the Dakota Lancers. Stick around, the main event is coming right up.
That's right, Jordy Houghton. One game to go. We're going to have it for you. Keep it right here, either on Rogers TV or online. Until then, on behalf of Davis Humbert and the whole crew here at Bedford Road Collegiate, I'm Simon Hyatt. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, fans. We ask that you please clear the court at this time so we can get on to the championship final. Thank you.
Okay, right now I'm here with
Principal Upal.
from Maples. So how has your BRIT experience been so far, especially all of that energy from the crowd?
Honestly, this is probably the best tournament I will ever go at in my high school career. The fans were amazing. Even though if it wasn't our crowd, they were still like, cheering for us, especially the Churchill team, that number 7. They just give him like really good energy. So I'd say BRIT is definitely one of the best tournaments in the whole Canada. So if I could, I'll come back next year too.
Sounds great. We'd love to have you. And what strategies did your team use to help you win this game?
So honestly, our strategy was just to play together as a team, move the ball, get everyone touches, take good shots, great shots over good shots, you know what I mean? So it was just move the ball, stay disciplined on defense, stay with your man, and obviously rebound the ball to finish off the possession. So there wasn't really like too many like points, but it was just play together as a team and get the win. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Congrats on bronze.